my name is Cocoa Butter, and I work for 95.7 R&B. I do the local news inside the Steve Harvey Morning Show for 95.7 R&B, WVKL, Intercom, Norfolk. And I decided to go natural 2 years ago. I can reflect back to when I was a little girl and I hated sitting under the dryer. I hated the hot comb. They always burnt me. Then when you started getting chemicals, there were chemical burns. And it was always uncomfortable. I remember the hairdresser telling me, get your hair back under that dryer, because the dryer was so hot and I hated sitting under the dryer. And you know, I was like plugged into the matrix from a little girl. My hair had to be straight and my hair was naturally curly. So as I grew up, I felt like I had to continue that tradition, if you will, to keep the perms coming, and really was not loving me and my hair for who it was, because I was born into that. No, no. I couldn't take the chemicals anymore, so I just cut it in December 2 years ago. So then I began to lock in July of last year. So it'll be 1 year this July that I began to lock, and I am loving it. I love the freedom. I love the journey. I love the journey. So that's my personal story of why I've gone natural and love my love locks. They're not dreadlocks, because there's nothing dreadful about them. They are love locks. So all you sisters and brothers out there, they're love locks. And I love you. How about that? No. No. You never know what man is going to look at you and be like, sister girl, but I'm not you're working with. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you are viewing yourself, because you're comparing yourself.
But I'm not concerned about what a man says when he looks at me.
I just use it as an example, because you have to love yourself. But I'm just saying, you have to love yourself, but you're comparing yourself right now.
But I know what I look like with a little twist, and I didn't like it.
But I'm saying, when I use the man as an example, you might not like it because you're comparing yourself, but he sees something else that you don't see yet.
Oh yeah.
That's all
I'm
saying.
Outside
right.
And you're looking from the inside.
He's seeing the beauty that you have not discovered yet, because you've been all these years comparing yourself to what they want you to compare yourself to be. No. No.
I remember when I was in middle school, the girls with the long hair got a lot of play, and I had back then a curl. And from that point to where I am over 20 years later, when I was a freshman at Norfolk State, I decided to cut my hair off, and I got embraced by the brothers, which for me was so important, because I got that validation from my people. And as I began to evolve and learn more about myself and, you know, gather my groove and so forth, I realized that this is really who I was. So I love being natural. My former significant other, when I first met him, I was natural, and I had twists, but they weren't locked. And a year into the relationship, he told me one day, well, you know, I really don't like your hair, but I'm sure that you don't care. And he was right, because I love my natural hair. I've had it low, I've had it spiked out. Right now I have my, this is called a mohawk twist. I coined that phrase, mohawk twist. I like it. And I would never consider doing a perm. So if I were to meet somebody and we got, you know, heavily involved, and he says to me, oh, well, I really want you to perm and, you know, grow it and go straight. I'm sorry, but that's not me. So, but over the years, and again, the 19 years that I've had my hair natural, guys love it. You know, white men on Wall Street, the brothers in the hood, everything. So, you know, I received that, but this is me, and I'm trying to grow my mohawk out so that I can put a flower. My goal is to get this long, but the person who God has for me, He's going to accept me naturally, and that's how it's going to be.
No. No.
I spoke at a juvenile detention center about 2 months ago around March, and when I walked in there was a young lady who gave me a look, and I kind of felt that look of, okay, who does she think she is coming in here? She's dark skinned with this short hair, thinking that she's cute. And you know, she tried to give me the business a little bit, but I deflected it because of the fact that I know who I am and I'm confident that I love my hair, my skin, etc. And at the conclusion of my 2-day workshop, she actually came over to me and said something nice, and so I really appreciated it.
Because it was time to change my life, to become the woman that I am inside. Hey, I am not my head. I am not your expectations, no, no. Hey, I am not my head. I am the soul that lives within. Crazy. I like it. I might do that.